But at times, the proven plan starts failing. It doesn't seem to work at all. What do you do when something like this happens? Hello and welcome to today's video. See, in the market, when we develop a strategy or a plan, we tend to stick to it and happily enjoy the returns it gives us. But at times, the proven plan starts failing. It doesn't seem to work at all. Something that has given you a sack full of return at one point of time doesn't seem to work anymore. What do you do when something like this happens? In this video, we'll see just that. So like this video and subscribe this channel right away so this video can reach a lot of people. See, according to a great psychoanalyst, Fritz Perls, what he says is when people dwell on their past or consider future actions or future probable results, what comes with that is terror. They experience anxiety, they experience fear, they experience the terror. See, in trading, when you are at your peak performance state, you concentrate on your ongoing current action and you care less about the results. You care less about what has happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future. You just concentrate more and more on the current action, the current situation. The less you focus on your past, the less you focus on your future returns and focus more on the present scenario, focus more on the present trades that you're making, it increases the probability for you to trade more profitably and consistently. We have heard a sage advice over and over again from many different people. If you're wise, learn from your mistakes. That's the advice. But would it be nice to make the same mistake over and over again in the trading world? Of course not. So if it is not, then why people try and do new things in the market? So what is wise? Plan your trades, manage your risks, and execute them. That's it. In every field, there are some general pieces of advice to be followed. But if you're hell-bound to prove them wrong, you're free to do it. You're free to do it, but do so with a very small amount. Do it, make the mistake, lose the small amount that you have put in. Learn what it has taught you, and then move on with the conventional wisdom that you have. In fact, it is beneficial at times to take the lessons from the mistakes that you've made or others have made. Sometimes there might not be any lesson to be learned at all, but we evidently overcomplicate things, overanalyze things, and keep on thinking, and we try and figure out what it all means. Now, what if every situation you analyzed previously were exactly the same? What would you do? Reanalyze them again and determine what went wrong so as to prevent the same mistakes in future. Unfortunately, in the market, no two events are exactly similar. You cannot find that in the market. It's very, very, very difficult. We all are different individuals. Each individual have individual differences. What works for one person may not work for the other. So when each individual is different, each individual approach is different, that makes it quite possible that there is no ideal approach in the stock market. Hence, there is no point looking for an ideal plan or ideal strategy. It's pointless. The state of the market is never the same. The most you can do is try and guess what's happening, what's going to happen, put in a trade and see how it works. If the right conditions are there, you'll make a profit. If the conditions are not right, only God can create a miracle. Acknowledge this. Acknowledge that nothing is certain. Accept the result and move on. If you keep thinking over it, you'll not gain much. Simply put, you'll feel horrible about it and you can start building inhibitions and self-doubt, which ultimately will undermine your efforts. So it is preferable to consider the future in trading. Think kindly, pick up as much experience as you can from the past, then advance. But avoid dwelling on the past and their mistakes and the mistakes that you've made in the past. Worrying about it Worrying about the past mistakes, worrying about the future results will make matters worse for you. It's just a waste of time. Rather, spend the time developing your abilities to make regular trades and make profitable trades. So to sum up, what's gone is gone. Don't look back. Look ahead on your next trade. See you again in the next video. Till then, SG signing off. Goodbye.